Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jem Lakyan.
And I'm Tito.
And we are the...
What are we?
The brilliant... If it's your first time here, make sure to hit a like. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Also, leave a comment of things that's on your mind that you'd like us to talk about. We'd always love to discuss everything and anything that's on your mind. This episode is brought to you by Rank Capital. Are you a first-time home buyer or in search of your dream home? Rank Capital is here to guide you through the mortgage process, ensuring you get the best rates and expert advice. Take the stress out of your home financing with Rank Capital, your key to a seamless home buying experience. Make sure that if you reach out to them, use code STARTSOMEWHERE so that you let them know that we sent you.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Yo, it's been doing, man.
What's been happening, bro?
Nah, nothing much.
How's the start of your new year?
It's been a good start. Like, it's been probably the best start I've had in a long time, man.
Because you're not starting from like negative.
Negative, yeah. So I think,
I feel you.
Yeah, like just with everything in general, I had my kids down over New Year's, and yeah, home's been good. Obviously, entered the new year a lot lighter than I've been in the last 10 New Years. But yeah, man, other than that, back to work now. So yeah, it's been
getting
good.
back to routine.
Routine, yeah. That was probably one of the biggest things. Probably the only thing that I really missed was just routine, yeah.
Yeah.
You like?
It was fun. It was good for a week or two. It was good. It was good to have that, like, sometimes, some days where you're doing absolutely nothing.
Just like
everything.
a reset almost, yeah.
Yeah, a good reset, but then it does kick you out of...
Oh, yeah, big time, man. Training and all that. Like, I still trained, but... like everything was out of whack. Like diet wasn't on point as it usually is. The wake up times was a lot different.
Wake up times,
sleeping times,
and it's just we not take advantage. Not what's the word? We kind of take for granted. We sometimes take for granted the routine, but routine and doing tedious things every single day is very important when you're trying to reach a goal, because you're just in a swing. And you don't have to think.
Like a flow. It's almost like a flow.
It's a flow. It's the flow.
Wake up, do this, and then after you train, have breakfast. After you have breakfast, do this.
You don't have to think too much. Don't have to think, especially when you're going towards something. Or
you're working towards something. Yeah.
Routines.
But yeah, that's my start of the year, man. It's been great. Nice. Yours?
Yeah, I'm the same. It's been fun. Got to catch up with a lot of people, hung out, had a good time. Yeah, but like we were saying in the last podcast, ready to start this year. Big build year.
Yeah, for sure.
Already in planning and working on things, which is good. And yeah, excited. Very excited.
Yeah.
Every day, wake up excited. I was excited from the start. Every Monday I'm excited. It's good to be like this in this space.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But
100%.
ever since our last conversation, so many things have happened. You saw on YouTube, I was sending you links. You see it all over socials. Dwight Howard that used to play in Taiwan, he's now playing in the Philippines. Yeah. And he's playing for a team that represents the Philippines, and they're in Dubai.
Oh, so he's not actually playing in the Filipino league.
No, he's playing for a team in I think it's Super East Asia Cup or something over in Dubai.
But just representing Philippines.
But he's representing a team in the Philippines.
So like he's doing like a World Cup challenge in like regards to rugby league.
Exactly.
So if he's playing for, say, Penrith versus England, he's playing for Australia versus England, he's playing for Penrith.
For a team in that Super Asia team.
Okay, yeah.
But he's playing with Andre Blatch, who used to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's also playing with Andre Roberson. You remember him?
Yeah.
OKC.
Yeah.
He's kind of he's
that's
playing
where he
well.
is. For ages, man. I remember having him on 2K14
I
and
think
stuff
it's
like
his
that.
first season as well.
Oh, since
he had that injury and left the
NBA.
I think it's I'm not sure where else he played. I think he was in the J League for a bit.
Yeah.
And then he's now not reviving his career. He's just something, playing basketball elsewhere and just, getting a run.
Yeah. Seeing the world, I guess, man. Because he missed out on so much because of injuries and stuff.
And we were saying basketball is the thing in the Philippines. So could you imagine these boys out over there representing the Philippines? They'd be treated like kings, especially Dwight. I was watching a lot of the YouTube content, his channel, and he was hanging out with Kong TV, who's
your brother.
These guys on TikTok and on Instagram, randoms just commenting saying, "Oh, Sikong TV," like saying that I look like him, and Chelsea even says that I do, and other people, and I'm just like, they're just on the bandwagon.
Yeah,
it's this and that, but I don't look like him. But you know, I might meet him in a few months when I go over there. That'll be cool.
Yeah, we'll
hopefully we speak that into existence. But yeah, a lot of people say I look like him in all those videos that were going rounds, and then people commenting say, "Oh, Sikong TV, Sikong TV pala." Like, oh, Kong, oh, Kong. Yeah, but he's with Kong TV and some.
So
other
is that
fellows
just
eating.
like a?
I think it's a challenge, and then they're representing Philippines, but he's going around there at the moment.
Oh, so Kong TV is basically doing all his like
content.
No,
they just met up.
Oh,
you saw Dwight met up with with the Manny. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so I guess that shows the Filipinos' hospitality.
Yeah,
you know, they went to Manny's house. And they treat them like superstars, just the same as like Turk Al-Sheikh from
Saudi Arabia.
How he treats all the athletes that come to Saudi Arabia and treats them like Manny and all the Filipinos. They love Dwight Howard. You imagine Dwight Howard in the 2000s and even 2010s, how big he was. Him come to the Philippines,
slam dunk contests and all that stuff.
Yeah, Orlando days and everything. Yeah, he went to the house of Kobe. I watched it. There's a video on YouTube that's really cool. And he's just, you know, he packed. He probably hasn't felt this in such a long time, like seen this. Yeah. Crowds of thousands and thousands of people.
Probably been more embraced than what the other basketball players. Oh, no, I mean the FIBA. They just had the World Cup there.
Oh, but they never got to go out. Oh, you know, he's doing more.
He's like a tourist, basically. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing like appearances where people are coming out to see him. Of course, people are gonna stack it.
Yeah.
Like, Philippines.
But that's massive, because he's like, when you put into context, he's should have been top 75. I don't know how he didn't make top 75.
Yeah,
but for him to represent Philippines in the,
it's his rep.
Oh, people outside of stuff we read all day. Yeah, red hot.
Quite red hot.
Yeah, very, very red hot.
From what I've seen, the Philippines has just given him everything and all the love.
Yeah, man.
It's been mad. And it's kind of like Turk Al-Sheikh that I was saying. Yeah. For all the boxers and athletes and everything that's going out to Riyadh season or Saudi Arabia.
Oh, man, how's boxing been?
He's literally, I don't care what people say about the atmosphere is bad, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? We're getting to watch the fights we want to see. The fighters that we want to see. The fighters that we want to see. Or say we were playing Fight Night.
Yeah.
And we just got to choose who we wanted to fight. He's making it actually happen.
Real life.
Yeah.
In real life.
In Riyadh season.
Oh, man.
Going on Riyadh season, what's your thoughts on it?
No, it's been sick, man. I've enjoyed it. We have been big fans of boxing for so long.
Yeah, like they've got AJ versus Ngannou.
Yeah.
Speak how big that is. They were saying he was a gimmick. He even called his promotion team gimmick promotions after, you know, saying Ngannou versus Fury is a gimmick fight. Dana, but even AJ now they're fighting each other at Riyadh season.
I think the success has come for him because he done so well against Fury.
Yeah, of course.
But people don't understand how big a deal it is to have 0 fights, literally, and not even spar like the best in the world. That's a big thing. So if you go to camp and just spar someone, like that's big. Like if he's got a name, it's like everyone's like, oh, bro, you know, old mate has sparred. But this guy had a proper 10-round banger with him. You know what I mean? Well, 10, 12? 10, yeah. No proper 10 rounds against the best in the world. Which, man, and then he's just gone from literally him and AJ probably at least both of them make top 5 heavyweights in the last decade. Fury. Yeah. Fury and AJ. Yeah. And then this guy is literally just coming
But if you think of the superstars of boxing and heavyweight boxing, it's them too.
They're the two biggest of the last decade, literally. Names. After the Klitschko brothers,
And Deontay would be there, but then, you know, he's falling. But
he's kind of fell off the bandwagon a bit. But Yeah, and then this guy, Ngannou,
Just fights both of them.
just fights both of them. Just walks
And
in
he's probably
says,
going to go 0-2.
Nah, bruh. Nah. Honestly, I personally think...
You think he's going to beat
Nah,
AJ?
he's not going to beat
Oh,
AJ.
okay, yeah.
He's not going to
There's
beat
no
AJ.
way.
Yeah, I was going to G you up,
And I
only
still
because I know you love
believe
AJ.
But, yeah, he's literally playing real-time game... Real game...
Video game.
Real
Yeah.
video game. That's all. Yeah. Real video game. Real-time video game Street Fighter, but in real life.
Literally, right?
He's just picking this guy, that Riyadh
Yeah.
season when they stacked card, and now he said that he wants Matchroom versus. So Matchroom's a promotion of
That's
Eddie Hearn,
yeah. And Queensbury.
Queensbury is Frank Warren's
Yeah.
Queensbury Promotions, both UK promoters.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna fight. He wants 5 of his team versus 5 of that team. Like, who do they got? You know,
He literally just goes. But you know what? When he first announced it, I thought he wanted Eddie and Frank to get in and have a crack.
yeah.
I'm like,
Everyone's
oh,
like,
yeah. I was like, what? And then, but there's some actually like real big fights that can happen, like as in the cross promotion. Just off the top of our heads, we'll have Fury. Fury's from Queensbury. AJ's from Matchroom.
Big, yeah.
Massive.
That's
like, so I reckon, so those two, Fury and Fury versus AJ. Even old mate who just fought Better Beef, Callum Smith.
Yeah.
Callum Smith and Anthony Yard. That'll be another banger. Who else?
Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce?
Yeah.
Where's he from? Is he from...
Pretty sure he's Matchroom.
Matchroom, yeah.
Versus Hergovich.
Philippe.
Heavyweight. You know, like there's endless possibilities for that.
Exactly. Those are just three off the top of our head.
That's like
you know what I mean?
Top of fight. That's like what is it? Street Fighter versus
Marvel versus Capcom. Marvel versus Capcom. Literally,
but boxing.
Yeah.
This guy's playing real life.
But you know what's like? How they were like, in America. If that was in America. None of these fights are going to happen. So they had to bring it to Saudi Arabia for it to be what it is.
Because cross promotion in boxing has been like the
biggest roadblock.
The roadblock
to make the fights we want to see.
Because people want the big.
Yeah.
They want all the money. So it's been hard. Like imagine Pacquiao and Mayweather took forever to happen because they were all different.
Yeah. No one could agree.
Different. You know, if you don't know boxing to that extent, there's promoters that are linked to a broadcaster or a channel such as ESPN and Top Rank, and then there's Showtime and PBC, and there's The Zone and what's his name? We were just talking about it. The promoter.
Eddie Hearn.
Yeah. So he's The Zone.
Yeah.
You know, like they're all linked to a channel. So all the money in the politics is based on if we want our fighters who we have a fighter that's here versus this guy. We need
there's
60,
so many
40.
things going on.
We need this split, that split. Bro, this Turk Sheikh has just gone here 2020, you know, 20 million each. Here, 20 million each. Nobody's gonna say no to it.
Yeah, and like what's it called?
Money solved everything.
Yeah, Francis is getting 20 mil for his fight.
Exactly.
That's minimum.
Yeah.
So he's getting 20 mil where he made 10 against Fury, and then, bro, this guy, I just want like I don't understand Saudi Arabia and oil and gold.
He's a big fan, you know.
Yeah, big fan.
Imagine one of us just had all the money. If we had all the money, we would just be like, oh yeah, you know.
You just wake up one morning and just like, hey, Frankie, make sure get Tyson ready. Eds. Get what's it called? Exactly. Get AJ ready.
Yeah.
They're about to have a crack. Yeah. Oh but we need this much amount of money. I'll give this guy 20 mil and I'll give this guy 20 mil.
That's what
what was that? It's 80 mil. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, just call my mate. Do what Kobe said to Lamar when Lamar he off the feet. He goes, you call my people to call your people. Yeah. All right, later.
So that's basically what it does. But it's been it's so good for boxing. I love it.
I love it.
We're going to get so many fights this year. We know that we're going to get the fights.
And we're falling off. Like, we weren't falling off. We always loved boxing, but MMA was literally taken over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally. And then this guy's just breathed a breath of fresh air, basically.
And he's not just doing boxing. I saw one PFL versus Bellator.
Yeah.
Champ versus champ. That's Riyadh season.
Oh,
so it's happening
what?
There. Yeah. I saw that the UFC and him, he just posted it today that the UFC is doing a not even a UFC 200, 300 something. It's a fight night, but they're doing Riyadh season as well. So he's getting everything out there. Plus he's got Ronaldo out there for whatever team.
Kareem Benzema and stuff like that.
So he's really changing. And the golf, live golf.
Yeah.
He's
a boss, bro. He's just a big sport. He's a fan
that's got money.
Just has money. He just goes, I want to see this, I want to see that, I want to see that.
And for years he's been doing some boxing fights, some fight, but he's done WWE as well.
Yeah.
I think they call it. What do they call it? It's like, what's WWE Saudi? It's like King something or WWE Saudi. Saudi main event.
An American professional wrestling or no?
Oh, Crown Jewel. What's Crown Jewel? Where is Crown Jewel? WWE Crown Jewel. Yeah, so they've done it for years, like 5 years or so. Yeah, in Saudi, yeah. So they have a 10-year partnership in Saudi. Yeah. So the WWE have been doing the Crown Jewel main event or pay-per-view. I think maybe 5 years now, and they've got like a 10-year thing. And, that means they know the fan base, and it's a global brand, WWE. For them to like throw money at WWE, they go and do a proper pay-per-view out there. They just know that, they really are trying to bring light or bring eyes and everything to.
Like their pay-per-view as in like,
how like
SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and that.
They have their
They've
own
got
one
a Crown
called
Jewel.
Crown Jewel, yeah, and all the wrestlers go in each year.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that for 5 years.
And that's only from WWE.
And that's only for WWE.
Yeah, well, WWE is worldwide, basically.
Yeah, it's a global brand, and they brought it. They're doing all these different sports, like we were talking about.
Yeah. What's the funds like for the WWE?
I'm not sure, but
it's be something stupid.
Interesting. That's interesting. Well, maybe we'll talk about that next time. Speaking of WWE,
yeah,
you see The Rock come back a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
On Raw. It's always that feel of the. It's always I don't know, obviously a nostalgic feel, but like there's no one does it better. No one else gives you that goosebumps.
Especially when you hear when you hear it. Yes, oh, bro. Get up. No.
I get up. Bro, nobody does it better. Nobody does it. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. But he's come back, and obviously there's for reasons. And I've seen him do a tour. He actually, let's talk. I sent it to you. He became a he's on a board of directors of TKO now. TKO being WWE and UFC.
And UFC.
He's on the board of directors now. This guy, he was just a Samoan wrestler.
He's Tongan, bro.
sorry, Tongan. But,
no, you're Samoan. Far out,
and
man.
Now,
just gifted, yeah.
Tongan lineage, yeah. But now, on the board of directors, global mega Hollywood movie star, coming from his story of wanting to play football and never made it, $10 in his pocket, whatever it is. But now on the board of directors of the company that he, SmackDown is named after him. And it's just crazy. Isn't that crazy? A Pacific Islander?
Yeah, man. He's like trailblazer, man. I don't think there will be anyone. I don't think it can be repeated.
He's one of the biggest stars in the world on any stage.
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever be repeated. I don't think there'll be another Islander that can do or basically replicate what he's done.
It's crazy what he's done.
Yeah, man, it is. Like, he went from, like we said, not being able to, having a dream of making the NFL, and you hear him talk about it all the time, you know? And it's just like a lot of Islander kids. Yeah. They always have that dream of becoming a professional athlete. And then, like, people can kind of argue, but he's dad, this and that. But it's like, nah, his dad tried to tell him not to wrestle, you know. His dad was telling him, no, you don't want to be a part of that business, son. Full punched on with his dad because he didn't want to, he basically gave away CFL, I'm pretty sure it was. That was his last one. It was Canadian one, yeah. And then, and to see somebody chase what every Islander or majority of the Islander kids chase, that dream of becoming a professional athlete, to it not coming through and then chasing something that was so unorthodox.
Yeah, and it wasn't like you made a lot of money in wrestling at that time. No way could he have envisioned I'm going to be, you know, like he had a dream and just kept going, catching each bus.
Every single one. Yeah.
And it's crazy what he's come to. And he's come back not only for a reason, you know, when he comes back to Raw or SmackDown, whenever he comes back, he's going to be in most likely in the biggest event, WrestleMania. And they're thinking, or, you know, the script writers or fans think they're going to create the biggest one ever, or, you know, this generation's Stone Cold versus Rock, or this generation's Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. Do you remember when he did that? Now, they did The Rock versus John Cena like 10 years ago.
Even Undertaker too in WrestleMania,
But they're doing this year's one, which is, I mean, like this generation's one, who is
Roman Reigns
versus The Rock. And they're cousins.
And they're going to be the main event at WrestleMania.
They're going to, I don't know if it'll be the main event. It's got to be.
It has to be, bro. It's the biggest fight of the card.
And he's been champion for a long time.
Yeah.
And they've actually been able to push Roman Reigns to that level. It was hard for a while.
Yeah.
But then when they turned him heel, everything went good. 2 Samoans, 2 Pacific Islanders. At the biggest show, WrestleMania, and I think it's number 40. 10 years ago, I was at 30 when Undertaker lost.
Do you think that's why? It's because it's 40 and they need a big draw.
Really big.
And in another decade, they're not going to get another The Rock or another Stone Cold.
It'll be Roman Reigns versus whoever the guy is.
Whoever the new guy is. And if he's... Imagine if it's Daniel Vito. Do you ever remember Daniel Vito? He's the guy that came over there. I don't know what his wrestling name is. But...
Yeah, what's that like? Pacific, you know, like a Samoan, Samoans. Literally.
Like this little tiny, you know, tiny island in the Pacific, or made up of 2 islands. This little tiny country in the Pacific have 2 guys that are going to be wrestling or fighting, whatever you want to call it. Wrestling. Biggest
entertainment company in the world.
In the world. Because that WEG, that's who the UFC were first, and then now TKO, and then... That's huge, man. It's iconic, like literally, it's like probably a lot of people can't relate because they don't really watch wrestling like how we did. We grew up watching wrestling, you know. Like if you talk to like a few younger kids now, they'll just be like, "What wrestling? This and that." But like
we grew up don't watch it anymore.
Not as much as we did,
because you got nephews and
kids, and I see them, and they're all just Fortnite or video games and stuff like that. But like the older generation can appreciate how crazy it is.
Yeah.
But man, I honestly think it'll be the biggest, the biggest event involving an Islander there will ever be.
Yeah. And ever. What a spectacle.
Yeah, literally ever, man. And yeah, like
imagine all the little kids that watch it and just I could be that one.
Yeah, like kids. And like you said, with the whole buses thing, like we've just watched The Rock's life unfold, and then him explaining it to us along in podcasts and that. And it's literally like, it doesn't matter what your original plan is or was or dream. If you just keep checking along, something will come eventually. Exactly. If you just keep on the grind. Yeah. And that's, well, back to the chat between The Rock and Roman, far out, man. That's... it's got me speechless basically. Like when you think about like how big of an event WrestleMania is, you know, it's the event that stops the wrestling world. Like everyone watches it every year.
Biggest sports entertainment. It's bigger than bigger than UFC 300.
Yeah.
Like it's that big.
And we've got 2 like Samoans, like 2 Samoans, Pacific Islanders, repping up there. Yeah.
Even me, I've been the biggest Rock fan my whole life. Yeah. And just seeing that makes me proud. And, you know, like, he's still that guy, you know? Yeah. He's still that guy.
And with social media, social media has been good to has been really good for us because we watched him grow up, but we only ever seen the wrestling persona, you know, and then now we get to see like what social media has brought to us with him and how much more relatable he is.
Biggest,
and how much more relatable he is to us to just that big star on TV.
Yeah.
Hats off to him, man. Far out. That's hectic. That's crazy.
Do you think Samoans or Pacific Islanders in the US are so much more different to the ones here in Australia or in New Zealand?
Yeah, I reckon.
You know those videos I've been sending you on TikTok that I see? Of course I'm Pali. Of course I'm Samoan. You know? Of course I'm
Tongan.
Of course I'm a Tongan. We do this.
Yeah, we live in a house full of 20 people, whatever it is. But yeah, I think...
They're very different, eh?
Yeah, very different, man.
Do you think they're just Americanized different?
Yeah, I reckon that's what it is, man.
Yeah, they've just become American and they're like, I'm American, but I'm Tongan background.
Yeah, but I think it's because America has like a lot more diversity. Like when you're Australia, you're just Australian. Everyone ends up becoming Australian, you know. But if you're in America, you got like the gangster side of America, you got the country side of America, and all that kind of stuff. And they're raised different to how we're raised. And New Zealand and Australia are really similar.
Very similar. Do you think it's because the ones that we're watching, their generation is like 3 generations in or 4 generations in, or do you think they're like our generation?
They're like our generation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're so different though.
Oh yeah, a lot different, man.
I can say for Filipinos, Filipino Americans to Australian, a lot different.
A lot different.
You know, I'm at the generation where my parents were the ones that migrated here.
Yeah.
They're 4 generations in.
Oh, in the Philippines,
in America.
Yeah, the Filipino Americans. Yeah.
4, 5, maybe 6 generations in.
Yeah.
So they've been watered down crazy. They're American, look Filipino, but they are American.
Full proper American. Yeah.
I don't even think their parents could speak Tagalog or native language anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I think they're different, because they're just being watered down. I don't know if it's the same with the Islanders. What do you think?
Yeah, but I think
they're just so different from the way they...
Yeah, the way they interact, the way they dress, the way they do things is so much different. They look at us as we're weird, but then we look at them as they're weird.
Well, I think from, you know, being around you and other people, I think you guys are a lot more Pacific Islander than they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can just, I'm Samoan.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they say...
I don't mean to be that guy, but like almost like plastic to an extent.
And then you're just like...
Yeah, it sounds
But you guys
weird.
actually speak to each other still in Tongan and Samoan, and that culture even goes into like to the non-islander friends, and we pick up on it. But I don't think it's like that over there.
But we never know though. We only ever see it. We only see it like from socials and stuff.
Am I just being a judgmental guy?
Maybe. No, but
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just because the concept. But in saying that though, they're exposed to a lot of stuff a lot quicker than what we are here. Yeah, like social media and all that starts over there, and then by the time we get it, it's like they've already been doing it for X amount of time.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I honestly reckon they're but they think we're weird.
You reckon, or do you think we're more?
Nah,
do you think
they think we're weird.
They think we're more fresh.
I think they think that American Tongans are better than Australian Tongans.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
Like us,
most Americans just think that they're better than
everyone else. Yeah. Like us, like if I'm to think about like a New Zealander, like a Kiwi Tongan, if you want to call it that, or an Australian Tongan, I feel we can relate in a lot of senses.
Yeah, of course.
And we get along a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, America's just different.
Yeah. I saw that story of yours of the tweet, the screenshot of, you know, I will die for my kids. Yeah, how about you live for your kids, or that's how it was, yeah?
Yeah.
I die for my kids, but how about you actually live for your kids? Go work out, eat better, eat healthy, drink water, you know,
get more active. Yeah.
Live for your kids, because we need you longer, and we'd love for you to be around for years and years and years and not have health conditions when you're in your 50s or even earlier 40s.
Even like in your 20s, like me, late 20s.
And when I saw that, it resonated to me, because I've always thought that in my head. I've always thought, you know, people always say, I would die, I would do anything for my kids, but how about you walk in the morning or blah, blah, and not get unhealthy because your lifestyle is not that great. And if you would die for me, like, I got people in my neighborhood, and I see, you know, because my neighborhood, I see what they do and shit. Drinking till the early morning, eating. I'm not judging. I've done it before and everything, but I feel like it's a constant for them, you know, that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you're in that, they'll take it from that neighborhood to another neighborhood. Yeah. Just a constant thing. Maybe because I'm at a different place in my life now.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging. It's just...
It's hard to comprehend, basically.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, it poison. Remember, last week I drank for a few and then I got COVID.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think my body got rattled and my immune system dropped from the lack of sleep and the drinking. I got COVID. It's not healthy.
No. It resonates with me because I'm basically, like, I feel like my last 6 months since I started and actually being active and all that and being able to go and have fun with my kids, take them to the park, you know, like if they ever want to play dad, you know, like, oh, I'm never too tired, this and that. But yeah, it's like if I was to say there was something that I had like a really big dream of, I just really wish that us Islanders did more for our health because they never do. Like, I know there's like that little minute percentage that are on the same thing that I am, that train, eat well, try to eat well and stuff, and basically like show their kids that, you know, there's a bit more than mega rings and all that stuff. But like from going from being as big as I was and being on all the meds and just using those little band-aids to kind of get through the day, to actually see like my meds kind of coming back and all that, and like and the meds slowly weaning off to the point where the doctor's like, man, you're on track to be med free. If you keep this up, you're med free. And I'm just like, really? Like that's all it really took. It really took just a few months of like just locking in. Being normal.
Yeah, I mean, just living a bit healthier lifestyle.
That's like, like what the Health Foundation tells you. Look, mate, this is what you need to do to be healthy. And I've like been on this like little like a bit of a streak since Boxing Day, where I was like thinking to me, I was like, man, I've done half an hour of something like every single day, whether it be boxing, walking, whatever. Like, but even before then I was still doing it, but like I'll have a day off here and there. But then I just thought, I'm literally just doing what the Heart Foundation is telling you to do. Literally. But back to the tweet, the whole live for your, you'll die for your kids, but why not live for them? I just really wish that, if you're thinking about losing weight, getting fit, it's the best thing that I've ever done, literally. Like now I'm not waking up in the middle of the night short of breath and stuff like that.
Walking
tying
upstairs.
Your shoelaces, you're out of breath tying your shoelaces, or you walk into places with people, you're trying not to breathe.
Just confidence.
Confidence
less
too.
Embarrassment.
Yeah, man. And it's
never too late. You start day by day. It's brick by brick.
Literally, man. A 5-minute walk today is going to end up being a 10-kilometer walk.
Yeah, because it's a cultural thing, and we've talked about this before. And I just wish, you know, if you're at that age, or you saw your parents, they never went to the gym, they never trained, or they never done anything. You can be that start.
Yeah.
So that your kids now, especially if you're around our age, 22, you can be that change within your family and your circle. Especially, I'm sure people are trying to follow your lead now. Be that guy that starts it in your family, and that cultural shift, because it's a cycle. And when you look at people in your family and they never really took care of themselves, or the way they ate, do the exact same thing.
And it catches up.
It'll catch up, and you don't want to regret. That's the main thing. You don't want to regret. So it'll be good that you be the start, you get yourself fit, get in shape, live a better lifestyle. So the Pacific Islander community around you and the Filipino community won't eat as much adobo, won't eat as much lechon and hangi and
guaca,
and overeat, because you don't want those regrets.
And health is wealth, man. Literally
it's a thing that rings through my mind every single day.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Every single day. You sent me that video of Spanian in Manila. Specifically in Tondo, he was going to do one of his In the Hood series of a hood or a ghetto in the Philippines. Around the world, but it's not really a ghetto. Tondo, Manila is one of the most, it is one of the biggest slums in the Philippines. If you say Tondo to someone, they'll know what you're talking about.
And people try to semi-compare Mount Druitt to Tondo. No, that's what people hear.
I mean, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So
it's
in
like-
comparison,
Yeah.
for what people think of like levels of society in Australia, you're basically saying Tondo in Philippines is here, but 100 times worse.
So he was gonna do it in this in the Hood series that he does, and very successful, very interesting, very what do you call it? Entertaining as well.
Yeah,
in parts. You get to see different parts of the world, or even once
Eye-opening
here
too.
in the area.
You get to see a lot of things that you'll never see.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
That's why it's very it's getting a good run, and shout out to Spanian because he's doing a great job on that. And he put out that video that he was going to do one here in Tondo, in Manila, and he was like, I can't do that, bro. Like, you know, it's all well and good when you're in a European country or Australia and then you go to a ghetto over there, but like, you know, these are well-to-do countries. You can really get yourself out of that if you really tried. He goes, if you know Tondo or know places in the Philippines, it is very, very, very hard to get yourself out of that place. You were born into you were dealt a very, very hard hand. I think respect to him for saying that he wasn't going to do it. He's as real as it gets, you know. That's why I like his content as well, because he's quite articulate. Even the way he speaks is, you know, out here in the streets, he's real, but he's smart. Like that's why he's doing so well, because he's smart. But I think if he had have done that video, he would have experienced something that he would have never experienced in anything in the world.
He says it too.
Oh, he was saying, I can't do that.
He can't do it because he's like, oh, how am I going to go and film these people that are living in? They can't get any better than that. Like you said, like in America, or in Europe, or in Australia, like people choose to live in the ghettos. People choose to, like, fair enough. Some people are born and raised in the ghettos, but.
But there's a chance here.
There's a chance.
Know, we're in Australia. My fiance has said it before. When I've driven around Mount Druitt, I go, babe, this is the Mount Druitt, or, you know, some of the suburbs in Mount Druitt that people in Sydney are like, oh, Mount Druitt, don't go there, blah, blah, blah. And I was showing her, and I'm driving around. Mind you, my fiance is from Perth. She goes, oh, at least they've got houses. At least they've got a roof over their head. It's not too bad. It's just a bit dark, you know, older buildings. At least they've got a house. And, you know, that makes sense to me too, because we were raised around here and we're in Australia. You could easily, if you didn't have anything, you could go line up at that place and, you know, send a link. They'll give you a bit of money.
Give you $700 a fortnight, whatever.
Where are you going to get $700 a fortnight in the Philippines?
Nowhere. You're barely getting $12 an hour to work or day.
Exactly.
And you're getting that over here for free, you know?
$700 a fortnight. You can really build something. As hard and expensive as it is here, there's things that you could do. I really believe that if Spanian had have gone into there, he would have seen not only the poverty, but I think he would have seen the most nicest, kindest, happiest people as well. I really believe that he would have seen something that would have shook him. I reckon he still went, and he would have seen. He's
seen it. That's why he didn't film.
He went down.
Seen. So he basically was saying in his in that little short reel that he was saying, like, I've been here since being here, like I can't film these people living the way that they're living, because they're living like that, you know. And it's like you said, like there's no chance. They've got no chance to make it out.
The crazy part about Manila, especially that area, is wherever he was staying and he was filming and he was showing, like, this is where I'm at right now. If you look and then you see the slum of Tondo, if you go up and look back, there's a big shopping center or a big ass hotel or something right next to it. That's the saddest part about Manila. You'll see the absolute richest, wealthiest, blah, blah, blah on one side. You look across and slums right next to it. And then you go look at Manila is massive. They got many cities within it, but you'll see the the highest of highs and the
lowest of lows. Yeah.
And yeah, it's but I really believe if he, you know what he should have done? He should have just done our It's All Eats series in the Philippines.
Yeah.
He would have had a good time. Like there's so much food out there. He would have done so much. The In the Hood, respect to Spanian, he didn't do it, but I believe he would have not just got good content.
He's still filming content though.
He could have done a good. It would have been good content in the way of showing the lovely people. It's like I went to Brazil and I went to the favelas, and everyone, you know, if I told my mom I'm going to the favelas, or told people here I'm going to the favelas, they're like, no, bro, trust me, don't go to the favelas, this, that. When we walked through there, we went on a tour, favela tour, and as we were walking through the hills and then going through people's houses and going through these laneways, and it's going uphill, downhill, there's shops within it, you don't even think of that. You only think it's houses and it's just on terraces like that, and it's just houses on houses, but people have shops there. There's little McDonald's in there somewhere, you know, like there's things happening in there. As you're walking through, I'm just walking through and I go, this doesn't feel out of the ordinary to me, because it feels just like the Philippines. Yeah.
Maybe that's how come you see the philos that you do come across that are doing the work that people don't want to do here.
Of course.
And they're just so wrapped. You know what I mean? Like you go and see somebody that's working as like I met a Tito today that was working at Castle Hill RSL.
Yeah. And
she was so wrapped, you know, she was signing me in, how are you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, far out. And you don't realise, like, man, this lady has probably seen some things that you'll never see before, you know? And probably that's how come
where she came from, if she was there in Tonga.
Yeah. And maybe that's how come when you come across a Filipino that's doing like a cleaner's job or doing a job that people over here kind of take for granted.
Would never want to do.
They're just like so wrapped, you know, and they work so hard.
How are these Asians and Indians taking all of our jobs?
You don't want to do them. You don't want to do them. 100%. You don't want to do them. And then you get these poor people that are living in like third world countries or third world parts of where they're living is like third world basically. Yeah. And they come over here and they're happy with the bare minimum, man.
Yeah, because they've seen that life. And this is easy for them.
Man.
Going in a nice air-conditioned on a 35-degree day like today, going into the shopping centre or the mall, just walking around.
That's it.
Them, to us, it's like, fuck that, I would never do that. Or go in the toilet and like scrub the thing, but they're going, oh look, at least the toilet has like aircon in it with lights and it doesn't smell too bad.
Got running water.
Let me clean it.
Yeah, I can wash my hands after using the bathroom.
Aussies don't understand. Like a lot of Australians don't understand until they do the self-righteous go overseas.
Oh, how come they're giving all the jobs to foreigners for collecting trolleys? Because you don't want to collect trolleys, you idiot. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like, and seeing Spanian kind of show that side of the fields and listening to you explain that side of the fields kind of puts in perspective of, man, that's how come they're so happy over here, you know? They're so happy over here with like what basically what no one here wants to do. They're just like, bro, I can wake up literally and have eggs and bacon or something for breakfast. Like I would never have got this back home. And it's just it's a beautiful thing, man.
Over there, like you probably never, but there's a video you guys can watch on YouTube. Around that area in Tondo, there's a place called Smoky Mountain, right? And it's basically a rubbish tip. It's like the Eastern Creek one. But that one, they're burning it all the time. Smoky Mountain, they're burning it. But there's kids and parents or whatever, the people that live around there, they go around the rubbish tip. You can watch on YouTube. It's called Smoky Mountain Doco or Pug. They go, so these people that live around Smoky Mountain, they go and collect, they try and find pieces of chicken. Scraps of chicken from Jollibee, from KFC, from any restaurant. What they do, they collect the chicken, they'll peel it off, put it in a bag, go around all day, peel it off, and then they'll collect it. Sometimes they'll freeze it, or what they'll do, they'll straight away refry it in hot oil. Someone has collected all this and done it, and he goes to either resell it or he gives it to his family to eat. In that area,
man,
pug. You know what pug means? Pug means like, say, like my hat. Pug. I grab this, and there's like dust and dirt on it. Pug means to just You know, take
Clean the dirt off.
Yeah, get the dirt off, and the chicken's still good to go.
Oh,
That's what pug means. Yeah. So you just like take it off a bit.
Should be right.
Should be alright. And then you collect the chicken, and they'll go cook that, feed it to their kids, or they'll try and sell it because they need to make money. And all the people are eating that chicken around that area. So,
but that's why I didn't do It's All Eats.
But yeah.
No, that's why I didn't do It's All Eats. I'm like, oh, bro.
Hey, but yeah, yeah.
It's good to be back, man.
Big year.
Great to be back.
Big year. Guys, thank you for tuning in back into Start Somewhere Media. Make sure to give us a like, a subscribe. Follow us on all social medias, Vits Varve, Jem Lakian, Start Somewhere Media, Start Somewhere Sydney on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. Make sure to join Sunday Walks, Run Club every week. We do every 2 weeks now, so every fortnight. 1 week we're at Bungarraby in Blacktown. Other week we're at the Bay Run in Drummoyne. So just follow our page, you'll see the Run Club promos. Also, if you want to join us for these as well, whatever little marathon, we're going to jump in it.
Yeah.
Not marathon, but like the 10K fun run out in Manly or whatever.
Oh, and the coast trek that I'll be doing. Yeah,
things
that
like
walk.
that.
Yeah.
Jump in them. Yeah, a lot of things happening. Stay fit, get fit, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace. Hey, you're back, bro.